Can you sum up Andrew Bynum's career here?
I mean, you know, he played 7 years here. He had a great career. Unfortunately, there were 2 freak injuries that set him back a little bit. But we're talking about, you know, the starting center in the East being traded for the starting center in the West. So I don't think anybody has to defend Andrew Bynum's accomplishments. He's going to an area that's a little bit closer to home. You know, he's going to continue to grow, you know, on and off the court. We had no concerns. In fact, as I mentioned, on Wednesday, you know, Jimmy came by and we were sitting down looking at our team and talking about that this is the team that we're going to have going forward, and we felt great about it.
Mitch, did you get much of a reaction from Andrew at all from the trade? How did he react?
Well, I did not speak to Andrew. You know, I texted him and I left a message for him. I spoke to his representative. I will talk to him at some point in time. You know, when we traded Derek Fisher, I did the same thing. And, you know, subsequent to the trade, I ended up speaking to Derek. It took maybe more than a couple of weeks. But, you know, it's a shock to be traded. And I think it's a shock to be traded from Los Angeles. I think this is a location where players want to play. I don't think, in fact, in all my years, there's only one player that left Los Angeles, and I'm still not quite sure why he did it, and that's AC Green. So, you know, it's a shock to be traded. I don't think Andrew wanted to be traded. Certainly, he's very aware of the rumors, so he's not shocked that it took place. But, you know, it's an adjustment. You know, to get a phone call from a representative and say, hey, listen, you're no longer in Los Angeles.
But at times it seemed non-committal almost about wanting to be here for the long term. And even in the past when we would say, you know, what about being here forever? And, well, you know, whoever pays me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's just the way he says things. You know, I think he embraced Los Angeles, and, you know, we could have kept him for a long time here.
As talented as Dwight is, did any of this variable come into play with this deal with just the maturity issues we've often brought up with Andrew? With that being a concern?
No, that wasn't a concern for us. At least not for me.